Gotta be f***ing kidding.
Hello YouTube, Ultra Maximus back with another toy review. Today we're taking a look at an old school figure. It's a Spider-Man Web Splashers Black Sea Venom. Now I picked this figure up mainly because I didn't know it existed. I've been on this Venom kick for a little bit, and I was watching Glenn Webb, and he was doing the evolution of Venom action figures over the years from the 90s all the way up till, well, I think about a year or so ago. And he had this figure in the review. This is from 1997. Wow, I was in college back then. And basically, we had the animated Spider-Man series at the time, which actually was a pretty decent little show. We got to see Venom, Carnage, a lot of really cool characters in there. After the show ended, they continued the toy line that was based on the show, and they kind of went with wacky, weird directions. It was the 90s, and this is one of the things that spawned out of that. Oh, no pun intended there. They did a series of figures they called the Web Splashers, which were toys that you could put into water. They showed the kids playing like in a little river or something, but they were basically, I guess, bathtub toys for kids. And the Venom actually looked kind of cool. There's actually, the one Glenn Webb had is a different deco. They had this one, which I ended up picking up. They've got a kind of dark reddish purple colored one. I will put a picture of that here. So as you can see, the variant looks very, very different, and it's kind of cool. That's the one Glenn Webb had, and I was kind of trolling over eBay for one, and because I'm like, ooh, that's a different looking symbiote, and then I found this one, and I think this is the main one, because this is the one that's in the commercials, where it's the black with the neon green. I'm just kind of like, ooh, Black Venom with neon green, let's go ahead and get that. So I went ahead and picked it up just because it's different, and for some reason I think it's the little head here and the translucent pieces back here. It just reminds me of an old school Beast Wars toy, and that makes me happy. So I'm like, why not? So looking at the figure, it's actually pretty well done for a 1997 figure. It's definitely got this kind of deep sea feel to it, which is kind of interesting. His left arm is kind of a Venom-like piranha thing. We get a little tiny Venom head. We get these really cool translucent spikes going down the back, and he's got these little like fin-type things on his arms here, the kind of deep sea claw webbed feet and hand. Definitely looking pretty cool. I like it. As you can see, the spikes and fins kind of go down the back. We get all this green veins running through, and then he's got some green scales up here on the front, as well as the green Venom logo there, which is looking super, super nice. I am digging that. Yeah, I mean, overall, it's not a bad-looking figure. Which is why I got it. It's very, very different from other figures that we have today, and it just has a nice, evil 90s vibe to it. So taking a closer look at the Black Sea Venom here, or Dark Sea Venom, I think it's Black Sea Venom. I really do like the eyes, I like the mouth, the green tongue, all the little green veins and the patches. Very cool. This translucent kind of fish fins spiky thing is very cool. It's got a painted one down the center there. Very, very awesome. Again, all the neon green scales and the veins popping out on the neck. I mean, that just looks super, super sick. Alright, so taking a look at the midsection of the figure, I really like the fins coming off the arms. The head on the left arm looks super, super cool. I just love it. It's got this little kind of shark kind of look to it with the Venom symbiote. Definitely cool. Again, the veins all over the figure just look really, really cool. And we get those kind of patches of scales here and there, kind of, you know, creature of the Black Lagoon, and the translucent green fins coming down the back look really nice. I really appreciate that. Just all around a really cool looking figure, and the neon green Venom logo there on the chest. I'm really digging that. So just to take a look at the bottom of the figure, again, I love the fins going down the back of the legs and the green. All the little neon green veins running around the suit, I think looks cool. Those patches of scales in the green. We got the green toes, the green claws, the webbing on the right hand and the toes. That just looks really, really cool. And that head on the left arm, again, I just love that. I think that is so, so cool. Alright, so just a quick flyby on the figure, real fast, just to show a couple little details here. I really, really like that face sculpt. Again, I like the green Venom logo there. The translucent fins, just really, really cool. I really dig that. And then, you know, my favorite is the fact that the left arm is this kind of eel or snake-looking Venom mouth. I think that is super, super cool. Very, very fun. Now, initially, this figure came with like this raft accessory or a boat accessory that actually floated. This figure obviously did not come with it. If you get the figure with the accessories, it's obviously going to be a little bit more money. I only paid $10 on eBay for it, so you know, it is what it is. You know, and it works. Now, what surprised me, however, was the articulation on the figure. You know, for being a 90s toy, I was really expecting maybe like 4 or 5 points of articulation on this guy, but it's actually really articulated for its era. You know, looking at it, he's got a head swivel. His mouth is actually articulated to open and close, which is nice. He's got joints for his shoulders. He has elbows, which is very cool. This wrist has a swivel. This one also has a swivel, and the mouth can open and close on that one as well. There is no hip articulation, but he does have a joint up here at the hip. I mean, there's no waist swivel. He has knee joints, which is very nice, but he has no foot articulation, which it is what it is. But overall, it's a very well done little figure. Getting him to stand is sometimes kind of goofy, but yeah, I mean, the fact that these mouths open and close, that's something that you wouldn't see today on figures. And the detail that they've got with the 2 little green tongues, absolutely love that. So it was a nice surprise to see how well articulated the figure actually is. For comparison, here we have the Black Sea or Dark Sea Venom figure next to the pizza-eating Spider-Man, and he's actually not too bad. I mean, he's hunched over, but he's got that little hunched shoulder thing, so I think he can pull it off. The scale's not too terribly bad on this. He's a wee bit smaller than the Marvel Legends figures, but I like it. I think it's going to look pretty decent up on the shelf with the other symbiotes. Here we have the Black Sea Venom next to Spider-Woman. Definitely pretty cool. Again, I like how we've got the translucent kind of fins or spikes back here going on. I think that looks really cool next to her kind of translucent web wings. Definitely pretty cool and fun. So here we have the Black Sea Venom with the Spider-Man 3 movie Legends figure Venom, and yeah, I mean, actually his head sculpt looks a little more comic book accurate than the movie one does, but you know, the symbiote suit can take on many different looks as we've seen through the comics, especially when you're a 90s toy. And here we've got the Black Sea Venom with the Carnage symbiote, so yeah, definitely kind of interesting to see these guys grouped together. I think this would be a fun character in the comics. I don't know why, maybe it's just that 90s look. I like the fact he's got a little mouth for a hand. The translucence, the whole sea theme, the green, I just think it'd be a nice, like, swampy kind of creature, you know. I don't know, there's something very cool and very Beast Wars about him. And finally, here we have him with a couple other types of symbiotes just the show variation. We've got Anti-Venom in white and, of course, Toxin in the red, both variations of the symbiote for Eddie Brock. Definitely kind of cool, and I think it's, like I said, I think this is going to be kind of nice sitting up on my little symbiote shelf for sure. So is the Black Sea Venom or Dark Sea Venom a figure that you want in your Marvel collection? Well, nah, I mean, this is not going to be everybody's cup of tea. The reason I got this, like I said, I like the color scheme, I like the idea and the concept. It's got a very Beast Wars feel to me. I mean, it's a 90s toy, kind of gimmicky, but again, the gimmick works here. I really, really do appreciate that with the translucent plastic on the back, all the neon green veins and fins and patches. I love the gimmick of the, mouth on the hand, the webbed feet, the just absolute cool, evil-looking comic book-like mouth and face. It just looks really, really nice, and, it's a nostalgic piece. I wouldn't pay a lot of money for this figure. I got this off of eBay for $10 plus shipping. If you see this figure for $10 and you're a symbiote fan, this is something that can be fun to add to your collection. I wouldn't pay any more than $15. If you pay $20, it better be in package and come with all the accessories. But overall, it's not a bad little figure. So there he is, Black Sea Venom from the Spider-Man Web Splashers. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Don't forget to subscribe and share. And as always, look for more videos in the future.